Hello students, myself Narayan Sure. Today we'll discuss what is the basis of classification. In previous session we discussed what is meant by classification. Yes, what is meant by classification? See, all the living organisms on the basis of their similar characteristics and also the differences in them. Yes, so on the basis of that we classify into the different groups. Okay, so today's our point is that what is the basis of classification? Yes, this classification or the taxonomy or that we dealing in the systematics. Okay, so this all the departments started by the Aristotle in previous, means first attempt was taken by the Aristotle for the classification of the all living organisms. So Aristotle, or according to the Aristotle, see, according to that, how Aristotle classify all the living organisms? See, whether they lived on land, okay, whether they found in water, or whether they, means it is present in the air. Means the living organism presence on land, yes, it is in one group. That means the organisms which found in the water, yes, they categorize into one group, and yes, the aerial is, that is another group. But this type of classification cannot give or distinguish proper characteristics of an living organisms. Why? Because suppose take example, in water, that animals also there and some plants also there. Plants in the sense algae, okay, or aquatic plants. So both not having the similar characteristics. Okay, so thing is that this type of classification, it is not means remain for the proof that all the categories of the living organism. So thing is that, see, characteristics, just we discussing the characteristics. What is meant by characteristics? Suppose take example of human beings. Yes, human beings having the 5 fingers. Plants having 5 fingers? No. Suppose take example, plants having the roots. Yes, human being having the roots? No. So on the basis of these characteristics, yes, we have to categorize. Okay, yes, more differentiate. So characteristics is a particular form of or function exhibited by an organism. Suppose here, see, particular form, suppose that human having the fingers, hands, legs, eyes, nose, okay, but plants, yes, they cannot have it, okay, and the functions perform, yes. So as per the organs are there on the body, they performing the functions. If the organs not in the plant body, they cannot, but they having the different functions, okay, as per their structures. So see, on the basis of these characteristics, some example of characteristics used for hierarchical classification. What is meant by hierarchical? Yes, means stepwise. Okay, so that is first characteristics is that presence or absence of membrane bound organelles. Membrane bound organelles. See, we know that two types of cells are there. Okay, that is first one is the prokaryotic cell and second one is the eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic means, pro means that is before, okay, and karyons means the nucleus. Means the cell in which nucleus is not well developed. They not having the membrane. Okay, yes, it is in a dispersed phase. And in eukaryotic, yes, they having a proper membrane. Means that U means true and karyon means the nucleus. Means nucleus is well developed. Okay, yes. So on the basis of, suppose that such type of that organelles are divided. Means on the basis of presence or absence of membrane bound organelles. Okay, means here two categories is there. That is first one is the, that is either they are the prokaryotic or eukaryotic. Okay, yes. So second characteristics for the hierarchical classification is that occurrence of cells, that is singly or in a groups. Singly or in a groups means either they are unicellular organism, either they or the multicellular organism. Okay, so what are the examples of unicellular? Take example, amoeba. Okay, then second one, paramecium. okay, and the euglena also, or etc. Means we know that structure of amoeba. Yes, how the structure of amoeba? Yes, it is a not having in a means definite shape, but they are in a single cell. Okay, and whatever they performing the function, it is inside the single cell only. Okay, but what about multicellular organism? Multicellular means many cells, more than one cells. Okay, suppose best example here, that is plants, or that second example, suppose animals, including humans also. Take example of human beings. In human beings or in animals, yes, we discussed, that is there is a means presence of division of labor. Yes, division of labor means what? Division of labors means that different cells or that group of cells working different functions, yes, in or over the body. Suppose take example of blood, that is blood cell. Blood cell working for the circulation. Nerve cell, yes, it is working for the means for the stimulation or for to carry the messages. Take example of, that is some skeletal cells or the bone cells, yes, which form the framework of the body. Which form the framework of the body. Means that different cells or that group of cells, yes, they are under in the division of labor. Okay. Now see the next one, mode of food procurement. Yes, it is very simple. Procurement means, see, take example of plants and the animals. See, we know that in plants, photosynthesis is here. Yes, what is by photosynthesis? Photosynthesis means plants using carbon dioxide, water. Yes, they using in presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll, they synthesizes the food. They synthesizes food. Means plants produce or synthesize their own food itself. Okay, but what about in animals? Yes, that animals cannot produce or synthesize their own food. Okay, they totally depends on the plants for the food. Means that is the mode of food procurement. Yes, so on the basis of this, plants are autotrophic in nature. That is autotrophic mode of nutrition. Okay, and then animals are the heterotrophic mode of nutrition. In that heterotrophic, we know that parasitic nutrition, saprophytic nutrition, that is holozoic nutrition. Yes, different that categories are there in heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, so these are the most important point for the to classify that on the basis of the characteristics, that is all the living organism for the classification. Okay, so this is for today's session. If you like the session, please like, subscribe and share.